And this is the moment where the entire internet went from saying, "This is probably fake," to, "Wait, what if all of this was actually true?" Because when we ended part 1, people were still arguing over whether D4VD was being framed. There were fan accounts defending him non-stop. People saying the Tesla wasn't even his. Others claiming there were 2 different girls named Celeste. And somehow the internet turned a missing 14-year-old into discourse. But then prosecutors finally released the timeline. And the details that came out afterward changed how people saw this case completely. Tonight, let's dive into this absolutely shocking case that's been unfolding. Welcome to the podcast You Can't Unhear. According to prosecutors, David Anthony Burke first met Celeste when she was only 11 years old. 11. She was just a kid. That detail alone already reframed everything people thought they knew. Because before this, some fans were still trying to portray the relationship rumors like messy celebrity drama. But prosecutors alleged this relationship had been developing for years. By 2024, they say the relationship had already become intimate, while Celeste was 13 and David was 18. And I think people really underestimate how grooming actually works psychologically. A lot of the time, it doesn't look violent at first. It looks emotionally intimate, protective, special. The younger person feels chosen, especially when fame is involved. And what makes cases like this scary is that online fandom culture sometimes accidentally helps normalize inappropriate dynamics. If the older person is talented, attractive, famous, or emotionally vulnerable online, people start excusing behavior they would normally recognize as dangerous immediately. Investigators recovered messages discussing pregnancy, contraception, and other adult topics. Then prosecutors laid out what they believe happened in April 2025. And this is where the case becomes deeply disturbing. According to court documents, Celeste had started suspecting David was seeing someone else. They allegedly got into a major argument, and prosecutors say she threatened to expose the relationship publicly. Now think about the timing here. David's career was exploding. His first studio album was about to drop. He had millions of listeners. A carefully built public image. And prosecutors argue that exposure would have destroyed everything overnight. The next day, according to investigators, David allegedly sent an Uber to pick Celeste up and bring her to his Hollywood Hills home. She arrived around 10:10 p.m., and prosecutors believe she was killed less than 20 minutes later. That timeline is just unsettling. It was very quick. No dramatic disappearance. No huge public scene. Just a teenager arriving at someone's house and allegedly never leaving alive. And then prosecutors revealed something that made the case feel even more calculated. According to them, messages were allegedly sent afterward to create the impression Celeste was still alive and simply missing somewhere else. That detail changed the emotional tone of the case completely. Because now people weren't just looking at alleged violence. They were looking at alleged staging, planning, image protection. And over the following months, prosecutors say David purchased disturbing items online using a fake name, including shovels, body bags, chainsaws, and something called a burn cage. That is when even longtime fans started backing away. At first, people could explain away rumors, but physical evidence says otherwise. Investigators also claimed they found Celeste's DNA in David's garage, along with plastic fragments allegedly connected to materials used during the crime. There was also CCTV footage prosecutors say showed David as the last known person driving the Tesla connected to the remains. And then came the detail that probably spread across social media faster than anything else in this case: the missing fingers. According to prosecutors, Celeste's left ring finger and pinky finger were removed because she allegedly had a tattoo connected to David's name. Those fingers have reportedly never been recovered. And I think what made that detail hit people so hard psychologically is what it supposedly represents. Not just concealment, erasure. Almost like trying to destroy proof the relationship ever existed. And honestly, this case feels incredibly modern in a very dark way. Because prosecutors are essentially arguing that this murder was motivated by reputation management, not revenge, not robbery, not random violence, image control. And that says a lot about internet celebrity culture now. Some influencers and artists become so attached to the version of themselves they sell online that real human beings start becoming threats to the brand. That's twisted, especially because fans often don't realize they're emotionally attached to a curated persona, not the actual person behind it. Another thing that really stood out during this investigation was how chaotic the internet became trying to solve the case before police officially confirmed things. People were comparing live stream clips, Discord messages, screenshots, timestamps, trying to determine whether there were actually two different women named Celeste. And honestly, watching fandom culture collide with an active homicide investigation felt dystopian. Like people couldn't fully separate celebrity gossip from real-life tragedy anymore. Eventually, after more than a year of speculation, David Burke was officially arrested in April 2026. He now faces charges including first-degree murder, continuous sexual abuse of a minor, and illegal mutilation of human remains. If convicted, prosecutors say he could face life in prison or the death penalty. His legal team still insists he is not guilty and argues the evidence is being presented unfairly. But regardless of how the trial ends, this case already destroyed his public career. Record labels dropped him. Collaborators distanced themselves. Fans turned on each other online. And underneath all the headlines, theories, fandom wars, and internet chaos, there's still a 14-year-old girl at the center of this story. I think that's the part people need to keep remembering. Because once cases become viral online, victims sometimes start disappearing behind the spectacle. But Celeste wasn't a theory. She was a real person. And according to prosecutors, she trusted someone who allegedly cared more about protecting his future than protecting her. I will keep following this case, so if you don't want to miss anything, please don't forget to subscribe. As always, stay safe out there. See you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.